Hi guys, welcome to our channel Humpty Dumpty 2. So if you are new to our channel, then do consider subscribing to our channel because we create lot of content, lot of videos on Canada PR experience. I and my husband, we hold Canada PR, and hence we are creating videos step by step, all the process, all the steps we went through right from the start till the final time when we received our passport stamp with Canada visa. So please do subscribe to our channel, and also if you find this video helpful, then do give it a big fat thumbs up. In today's video, we will be talking about much talked about CRS score. Everybody who is applying through Express Entry program, they know that cutoff, the latest cutoff for Canada PR is very high. It is actually increasing. The recent I know was 478. So it is very important that you calculate your CRS score before you start your PR process so that you know which way you want to go ahead with. Because age plays a very important role, and as you grow in your age, after 30 years you keep losing 5 points every year. I have also created a video on how age plays an important factor and what are the different options that you can explore if you are really interested in applying for Canada PR. So I will leave the link somewhere on top in the video, so make sure you check out that video as well after you watch this video. So guys, one important thing that I want to highlight here is it is very important that wisely you choose your primary applicant if you are applying with your spouse, because like I said, age plays an important role and you would not want to lose 5 or 10 points just because you went ahead and did not think about who should be the primary applicant. So in today's video, I will be showing you step by step what are the parameters or factors that contribute to your CRS score and how much points do you get for each parameter and how you can calculate your score yourself. So now I'll be taking you to my desktop where I'll be showing you step by step on the website how you can calculate your CRS and what are the parameters contributing to your CRS score. This is Canada CIC website. So you just go to this website through Google, you can easily find it. And here we will see what are the important factors which contribute to your CRS score. So just to give you a background, the entire CRS score is for 1200 points. So whatever points are calculated for you are out of 1200. So now I'll show you how the breakup of 1200 works. So if you see, the first thing is core human capital factors. So these are the most important factors which actually you can't change. Most of them you can't change except for one. For example, age, you can't change your age. Whatever your age is, it's going to stay the same. Your level of education, if you're masters or your bachelors, at this point in time it's going to stay same. Then comes official language proficiency. So this factor you can change. This is basically IELTS score if you're giving the test for English exam. So if you score more or if you score the highest CLB band, then you get the maximum points. And then comes Canadian work experience. So this also you can't change at this point in time, right? So if we visit each factor, we see that age gives you maximum points 100 if you're coming with your spouse. So this column is if you're coming with your spouse and applying along with your spouse, then how many points you can gain. And this if you're applying individually, that is single. So level of education, you can get maximum 140 points if you're applying with your spouse. So maximum points you get for PhD degree or doctorate degree. So likewise you can gain points here. Official languages proficiency test, so here you can get maximum 150 points or 160 if you're applying single. So if you note, if you apply single, you get maximum points or for each factor rather than when you apply with your spouse. So this is one of the things that is in the system for points calculation. If you hold more than 1 year of work experience in Canada, then you get points for that also, that is 70 points. So these are core and human capital factors. Now next is how many points do you get for your spouse. Based on whatever education your spouse holds, you get maximum of 10 points. Then also for the official language test, you get points for your spouse. So if your spouse achieves CLB 9 or more, then you get maximum points, that is 20 points in your CRS score. Then is Canadian work experience. If your spouse holds any experience in Canada of more than 1 year, then you get 10 points. Then is skill transferability test. So here you get scores based on any strong official language or secondary degree you have. Then you get 50 points. Or if you have Canada work experience or post-secondary degree in Canada, then you get 50 points as well. Then comes foreign work experience. So this is basically language test. If you score more than of CLB 7, then accordingly you get points here, including a work experience. And similarly your foreign work experience, that is 50 points. it accounts total of 600 points. So out of 1200 that I mentioned initially, core, capital, spouse factors and transferability factors contribute to 600 points. We have balanced 600 points. Let's see how you can get that 600 points. So these are the 5 important factors which can help you gain more points. So for example, if you have a real blood brother or sister living in Canada already, who holds a citizenship or a PR, then you get 15 points for that. French language skills. So if you're able to score a certain amount of score in French language, then you get 30 points. Post-secondary education in Canada, which is actually gaining a lot of popularity these days. If you hold any degree, then you get 30 points. Next comes arranged employment. So if you are able to get a joining letter from an employee already, then you get 200 points. So this, and then final is PN nomination. So basically you would have heard of PNP nomination. If you get through PNP and you get the invite, then you get maximum of 600 points. So that is how the total points come out to be 1200 points. Now, if we talk about age, which actually is very important, and you should be really wise enough when you're choosing the primary applicant in your case, because if you are within the bracket of 20 to 29 years of age, that is when you get the maximum points. That is 100 points if you're applying with your spouse and 110 if you're applying single, right? So make sure you really think who you want to make the primary applicant if you're applying with your spouse. So if you see, maximum points are between 20 to 29, and as you grow in age until 45, you keep losing points. So at 30 you get 95, 31 years of age you get 90 points, and by the time you reach 44 years you get only 5 points, and after 45 you don't get any point at all. Then level of education, as I told you earlier, doctorate level university degree gives you maximum points, which is 140. And if you have a master's degree or professional degree, then you get good number of points for that also. And likewise, based on certificate or bachelor degree, whatever, you will get points like this. Next is official language test. So if you're giving IELTS, for example, then if you're able to score CLB 10 or more, then you get the maximum number of points. That is 32 when you're applying with your spouse, and 34 if you're applying a single. And CLB 9 is the band if you're applying with your spouse and your spouse scores CLB 9 or above, then you get maximum points for that CLB 9 for your spouse, that is 20 points. And if you have anything below CLB 4, then you don't get any points for that. Now coming to spousal degree, so based on whatever education degree your spouse holds, you get points for that also. So here also maximum points are for master's degree and doctorate level degree of your spouse, and you get 10 points extra. So at a high level, these are the major important factors which play a very important role in calculating your score. So if you are interested in applying for Canada PR, you can go through this website, go through these factors and understand for yourself how is your score calculation working. And if you need to increase your CRS score, maybe you need to increase IELTS band score, or target higher band when you give IELTS. This website is really friendly and very detailed, so you can go through this website. So guys, I hope this video was helpful to you, and now you can yourself calculate your CRS score and decide for yourself which option you want to go ahead with. Like I said in the starting of the video, that I have created a video where I have explained various other options, 6 major options that you can explore if you're not qualifying for express entry cutoff. The recent cutoff was 478 points in June. So I'll again leave the link on top. Also, I'll put the link in the description box. So check out that video if you're really not meeting the cutoff and interested in exploring other options. And that's about it. If you think that this video was helpful to you, then please make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get all the notifications of our videos. And guys, if you have any questions, then do leave a comment in the comment box. We would love to come back to you. And also, it also tells us that videos are really approaching you and you're finding them helpful in your process, in your Canada PR journey. And if there's anything that you want us to make a video on, then do let us know. We'll definitely try to make a video on that as well. I'll be signing off for now. We'll see you in my next video. Till then, you take care, stay safe and stay home. And all the best for your Canada PR journey. Goodbye.